Tier 2 and Tier 3 intervention for an MTSS approach. Tier 2 supports are provided to students for whom Tier 1 is insufficient and meet the majority of their needs with respect to academic support or behavioral support. And then Tier 3 interventions are provided to students who require more intensive or individualized support than what can be offered in Tier 2. Data are used to guide decisions about Tier 2 and Tier 3 intervention supports. Typically, universal screening is provided with all students to identify those students who may benefit from some additional targeted Tier 2 or intensive Tier 3 support. In addition, skills inventories and behavioral observations are also used to identify students' needs so that students with similar needs can be grouped together for intervention. Once students begin to receive intervention, their progress is typically monitored using some brief timed measures of academic skills or, for example, behavioral observations during a short period. And then that information is collected over time to identify whether or not students are progressing at a rate that's been proposed in terms of meeting their targets. In addition, those data are used to identify whether changes may be required to adjust interventions or make modifications to better meet students' needs, and to determine whether or not intervention can be discontinued when the student is on track to meet his or her goals. Because the primary goal with Tier 2 and Tier 3 interventions is really to only provide interventions for as long as they're needed, data are used to help guide decisions about students' movement into and out of particular interventions. So some students that may start with group-based targeted interventions may require more intensive supports, in which case they may be assigned to more individualized intensive interventions at Tier 3. Regardless at which level a student's receiving intervention, data are used to guide decisions about their entry into or exit out of